My best friend and my brother betrayed me together. I let them destroy each other in front of everyone. If you had asked me who I trusted most in my life, I would have given you two names without hesitation. My younger brother, Ethan. And my best friend of 15 years, Claire. They were my constants. My safe places. The people I defended even when they didn't deserve it. The people I never questioned. That was my first mistake. Claire and I grew up together. We shared secrets, heartbreaks, late-night conversations that felt like therapy before we even knew what therapy was. She knew every version of me. The good ones. The broken ones. The ones I didn't show anyone else. Ethan was my baby brother. I helped raise him. I protected him from consequences my parents didn't have the energy to handle. I gave him money when he needed it. Covered for him when he messed up. Told myself that loyalty meant sacrifice. I introduced them. I remember the exact moment. A family barbecue. Claire laughed at one of Ethan's stupid jokes and touched his arm. I noticed it and smiled, thinking nothing of it. Why would I? Claire would never do that to me. Ethan would never do that to me. That's the lie that keeps you blind the longest. The first sign was subtle. Claire stopped answering my calls as quickly. Ethan became defensive for no reason. Conversations felt clipped. Shared plans suddenly included excuses. When I asked Claire if something was wrong, she said she was just tired. When I asked Ethan why he was acting weird, he laughed and said I was paranoid. So I ignored my instincts. Then came the second betrayal. Money. Ethan asked to borrow a large amount. He said it was for a business opportunity. I hesitated, but Claire encouraged me. She told me I was being too cautious. She said this could be Ethan's chance to finally grow up. I trusted her judgment. I transferred the money. Weeks passed. No updates. When I asked Ethan about it, he snapped. Told me to stop hovering. Claire backed him up, saying I was stressing him out. Something inside me shifted. Not anger. Clarity. So I checked. I looked through bank statements. Transfer records. Dates. Patterns. And there it was. The money hadn't gone to a business. It went to a joint account. An account with Claire's name on it. My hand shook, but my mind was suddenly very calm. I didn't confront them. I watched. I noticed how Claire avoided eye contact now. How Ethan started canceling plans when I was around. How they communicated silently in rooms I was in. I found the messages. Not because I snooped blindly. Because they got careless. They thought I was stupid. Screenshots. Photos. Plans. Complaints about me. Jokes about how I wouldn't do anything. They were sleeping together. And using my money to build a future without me. I cried exactly once. Then I got to work. I didn't want them to confess. I wanted them to expose each other. So I planted seeds. I told Ethan casually that Claire had been acting strange and asked if he thought she was hiding something. I told Claire separately that Ethan seemed stressed and asked if he was being honest with her. They both took the bait. Paranoia crept in. They started checking each other's phones. Questioning each other's loyalty. Accusing each other of secrets. I watched it unravel slowly. Then I planned the stage. Our family was hosting a large engagement party for one of our cousins. Everyone would be there. Friends. Relatives. People whose opinions mattered. I volunteered to organize a surprise toast. Claire insisted on helping. Perfect. I created a slideshow. Photos of family. Memories. Smiles. Harmless at first. Hidden inside the folder was another file. The truth. The night of the party, I watched them carefully. Ethan looked nervous. Claire looked smug. They both thought they were safe. When it was time for the toast, I stood up with a glass in my hand. I want to thank everyone for being here, I said. Family means everything to me. Claire smiled. Ethan avoided my eyes. I continued. But family also means honesty. I nodded to the DJ. The screen changed. Messages appeared. Ethan's name. Claire's replies. Dates. Photos. Gasps rippled through the room. Claire stood up, screaming that it wasn't what it looked like. Ethan shouted back, accusing her of manipulating him. They turned on each other instantly. You said she wouldn't find out. You told me you handled it. You promised. Everyone heard everything. My mother started crying. My father looked like he'd aged 10 years. I didn't stop it. I let it burn. When the chaos reached its peak, I spoke one last time. I trusted you both, I said calmly. So now you can deal with the consequences together. Security escorted them out. They didn't leave together. They left separately. In the aftermath, the truth spread fast. Friends took sides. Most didn't take theirs. Ethan lost the family's trust. Claire lost her reputation. They didn't end up together. They blamed each other for everything. They still do. They've both tried to contact me since. I blocked them both. Because the best revenge wasn't exposing them. It was watching them destroy each other without my help. Thank you for watching. Check out my channel for more stories like this. Please subscribe, like, comment and share. Midnight Tea Stories.